Once you get your quilting done, then I'm literally just going to take and lay the Bible on the fabric, and I want to line it up because I'm going to have to cut off some of this. But I do want to make sure that there's enough, sorry, I'm holding the phone at the same time, enough to wrap over and be able to secure. So I'm going to do that on both sides and mark what I need to cut off. Here I'm just making sure that I've got enough hangover on the inside of each front and back, and then I can worry about cutting the ends later. Now I took my lining piece and I ironed it, and I'm just making sure that I've got enough of it that's going to fit, and it does. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of like reverse. I'm going to iron these two pieces together, pretty side to pretty side, which this doesn't really matter, and then I'm going to turn it. So you'll see in just a second. Okay, at this point I have sewn all the way around. There is excess on this side, on the top and bottom. But before I trim anything, because I can still take this off, I did leave a gap for turning, but because I can still pick this out, I want to make sure that it's still going to fit before I cut all this off. And I know it's inside out, but I just want to make sure it's still going to fit. And we'll be fine. So now I'm just going to take and trim off all this extra all the way around. I am trimming close to my thread line, but when you get to the point of where you're going to turn it, don't trim close to that. Just go ahead and go out and get away from that, because you want to leave that excess there. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take it and turn it the right way. Now I'm going to take and press it just to make sure that everything's laying flat before I determine if I need to cut anything else, because I still might need to cut some of it off. It may be too wide for the Bible, but I'm gonna go ahead and just run my iron over it really good and flatten out all my seams and everything, and then I'll put it up against it and we'll see. Okay, I've got that pressed. I'm still not going to close it up yet because I still may need to adjust the size of it. I just want to make sure that everything looks good before I try to close anything up, because it may in fact need to be adjusted. And see, like I'm seeing places where I didn't get my seams lined up, so I'm going to go ahead and iron it again, get that lined up, iron that down, and that'll make out that difference on the bottom that I was seeing that was messed up. I want it to be nice and flat. I didn't add a pen or a highlighter pocket for this. It is for a 10-year-old, but of course you can do that before you do all this too. Okay, I'm seeing that I've got like a good amount of excess on the bottom and the top, so what I'm going to do is flip it back inside out, and I'm going to sew